Hey guys, King of Charmanders here. Today I bring to you a video on the top 5 feedback requests for June. Dancing in the Tempest. This video reviews the top 5 feedback requests for June. I will present the 5 feedback requests that I've seen the most across multiple platforms. For anyone who's wondering, yes, Niantic actually watches my videos, so that means all the feedback videos I've made up to this point are being heard. So, if you have any feedback you'd like to give Niantic, put it in the comments, let us know what you want. Alright, let's jump right into it. For feedback request number 1, the training area. In Monster Hunter Rise, there is a training room, and in Monster Hunter World, we have the training area. This would be great for newer players who are just getting into the game and finding their weapon type. This would also be great for veteran players as it would allow them to polish their skills with current/new weapons they haven't used yet. The area wouldn't have to be big either. It could just be a singular dummy that could perform different actions. So, the training area. It has been requested for a while and hopefully is going to get done in the future. Again, it's a great tool for newer players to practice weapons and for veterans like me to be able to practice current weapons we have or try newer ones or just try some new techniques in tech. Because I'm always trying to get better all the time with my weapons and with what I use. So I always try different ideas and different kinds of movement, mechanics, etc. so that I can get better at the game. There's always something to improve at. But this would be a great thing to do if I can't go and play outside right now, and I could just quickly practice or take some time every day to practice so I could get better at my weapon. And again, the training area has been sought after and requested for a long time. So hopefully one day we will get a training area for Monster Hunter Now in the future. Next up for feedback request number 2, we have crafting potions/items. In the spirit of the main series games, crafting potions and other items should be considered in the game. The materials for crafting potions can be rare or have a weekly limit, so it can be balanced. I understand that Niantic is probably considering this feature for the future after putting some consideration on how to balance its introduction in the game. Yes, I asked this question and there was nothing to announce at the time. It might happen in the future. It can happen in the future. Crafting potions/battle items. But it has to be balanced. The thing about it is crafting allows you to take 2 items and combine them to create something even better. Crafted items have strong effects, are more valuable than their components, and also include many items that can't be obtained by any other means. So don't be afraid to try many different recipes as possible. This is from the official Monster Hunter World Iceborne Capcom's manual, the official web manual. So, hopefully, one of these days, crafting potions and items becomes a thing in Monster Hunter Now. I get it, there has to be a way to introduce it, there has to be a way to balance it, etc. But with referrals being nerfed as far as the referral, the one that refers you, and the referees still get potions. But as a content creator, and as someone that has referred many players to the game, it still sucks that after 30 plus referrals, I get nothing for doing so. Which is fine, it's fine if I get nothing, but, you know, I wish there was something in the game like crafting potions that we have requested a lot to allow us to craft healing items. Even if it's rare, even if there's a balance, it'd be so nice to do so because you would have that main series game line feel like I did in Monster Hunter 1 all the way back to 2004 when I crafted my first potion. I was like, oh wait, you can make healing items? This is great. And I spent I think 5 hours crafting a whole bunch of healing items. Moving on, we have feedback request number 3, Elder Dragon Interception Chat. So someone in the community forum actually mentioned this. There should be a system where you can somewhat communicate with players in Elder Dragon Interceptions. Even if it's just a preset lines like target the head or something like that, veteran players will be able to understand those messages. Because I've done over 4,000 raids in Pokemon Go and led over 100, yeah, that's over 100 raid groups. In fact, huge raid groups, like 30 to 50 people, where I'm like, okay, Valor go in, Instinct go in, Mystic go in, so you could get, yeah, it was mind-numbing. I can't believe I still did that, but yeah, ew. And if you had an in-game chat like this, it would be awesome. Because usually it's only 4 people in your group, but in Pokemon Go, you could have 20 players. Luckily, we only have 4. But the thing is, I can usually tell if we're going to be able to break the head or not. If not, I'm not going to worry about it. But if my teammates are gunning for it, I'd like to know so I could help them and I could reposition more. And so that I can try to do as much damage to the head as possible. I already do that right now. But it's 2 targets, either the head or the wings. And if I know they're going after the head, cool. I'm gonna go super hard on the head and shoot my ults towards the head, etc. So yeah, just a little bit of communication can go a long way, especially when it comes to Hunt-a-thons and Elder Dragon interceptions. Next, we have feedback request number 4, remote hunting. Allow for an item to be used like an SOS flare to invite friends to hunts, Hunt-a-thons, and Elder Dragon interceptions. Friends quest is likely the catalyst to see if this system has interest. We can already join friends for requests, so just like Pokemon Go raids, we should eventually be able to invite our friends. The friend system inviting, I know we have global matchmaking, which is actually incredible. Like, you have no idea how many Pokemon Go players, especially in my close friend group, that are like, man, I wish we had something like that. Especially in America, I remember getting a comment where someone was like, oh, you know, if you were a little nice to people, you would have more friends to play Monster Hunter now. I'm like, I'm a Pokemon Go raid community founder. In fact, I founded a city's community. Like, we used to be a raid community, and then we slowly went to the main community because we were the only one that was popular in Cheyenne. I've done that. I've made multiple friends in California, and I founded a group in Cheyenne, Wyoming, while still active duty military. So I can make friends. I can easily make friends. Here's the problem though. Your friends have to have the same interests as you. And for Monster Hunter now, there's not a lot of people in my city that have interest. My city is very dominated by Pokemon Go. And I live like within 10 minutes of 3 different cities, and I'm telling you, most of them, if not none of them, have a huge interest in Monster Hunter now, and that's just the reality of it. Either some of them have stayed, or a lot of them have quit. And as far as I know, there aren't a lot of people out there in America or other places that do have it. If you're in Singapore, Hong Kong, Japan, heck, even the Philippines, I've seen more players in a group, and I've actually seen players live playing together in the Philippines, more so than America. That says a lot. So, with that being said, hopefully this will be something that's considered in the future so that we can have that global hunting online thing that we have in the main series games, and every single main series line title has had online matchmaking to where we can hunt with our friends and invite them to a party. Please, one of these days, hopefully, maybe not now, maybe not next update, but maybe some way down the line someday. And feedback request number 5, a live event. So I had asked Niantic staff about this during my Summer Game Fest Playdays interview. I'm gonna play the clip after this. But if we want a live event like Pokemon Go, we're going to have to submit feedback on where we would like one to be held. So, I was actually told that. Where would you like it to be? Where would you like to be held? That's up to you. Where do you want to be? I actually like it to be in Singapore. I mean, Singapore is like in the center of like Japan and the Philippines and everywhere. So like if you want a central place for people to travel, yes. Or make it in Japan. I'm actually saving, well, I don't need to save for a trip. I could go to Japan right now. But if I'm going to go to Japan again, I'd love to do it for a Monster Hunter Now event. And I'm probably going to take a really long vacation because I haven't been to Japan since COVID. So I'm going to go for like 3 weeks to a month. But yes, if you guys want a live event for Monster Hunter Now, you need to put it out there. You need to ask where it wants to be, etc. The first Pokemon Go Fest occurred in 2017, a year after the game released. So the game released in July, I think 4, 2016, and then a year after we had the very first Pokemon Go Fest. In addition, Harry Potter Wizards Unite had their first live event in Indianapolis 3 months after the game released on August 31st to September 1st, 2019. Now, the thing about it is, Harry Potter Wizards Unite is worked with Warner Brothers. So, you had a bigger company like Warner Brothers helping out with this event, and it was absolutely huge. I had one friend that went to it, and he's super sad that Harry Potter Wizards Unite is over, but he still plays Pokemon Go, so that's the good thing about it. But yeah, if you want an event, you gotta go out there and ask for it. And I've been to... my brain has to... I've been to multiple safaris. I've been to Pokemon Go safaris. The very first one I went to was in Sweden. And I've been to multiple Pokemon Go Fests. In 2019, there were 3 Pokemon Go Fests. And you could only go to the... You could only go to them if you were invited by friends and you got a specific ticket. So all my friends got tickets. And I managed to go to Japan, Germany, and Chicago. So I went to all 3 that year. Best experience, best year of my life traveling. And just for this AR game in general as far as Pokemon Go. So, if it happens like that again, I'm going for Monster Hunter Now. You bet I'm going to 3 different countries in a year. It's gonna happen. But I also went to Taiwan, Singapore, Pokemon Go Safaris. It was so much fun and it was a blast. I can't wait to go back. And if you want it in a specific location, like I mentioned, you gotta provide for it. You have to ask for it. So, again, community, go and manifest a live for the very first Monster Hunter Now event. And hopefully one day, Monster Hunter Now could have a huge live event one day. It can happen, but y'all have to ask for it. And I'm yelling for it in every one of my videos because I really want for that to happen so I can meet my community and we can have a blast.
So, nothing to announce yet at this time for Monster Hunter Now, but as we build an audience around the world, you know, we'd love to hear from our players, you know, if they want a live event, you know, where would they want it to be. We're always listening to feedback from the community, and like I said, nothing to announce at this time, but, you know, we have big plans for Monster Hunter Now.
I'm excited to see what Monster Hunter Now's dev team and staff has planned for the rest of Dancing in the Tempest. Thank you, Niantic Japan, and thank you all of the Niantic workers as well as Capcom for this amazing game and everything you do. There's a lot of great things in the game and I'm excited for things to come. And hopefully, and also, I'm really happy you listened to our feedback. So even though these things probably aren't going to be in the game right away, hopefully some of them do come pretty soon or in the near future. What would you guys like to see? Put your feedback requests in the comments. It is confirmed that Niantic does watch my content. So, with that being said, if you guys have something, maybe they're looking at the comments too, and something you have in there might actually be considered. Please do me a huge favor, like, subscribe, and comment for the YouTube algorithm. Hopefully y'all are ripping Kushala's heads off and getting a whole bunch of Wyvern gem shards like you see in this battle right here. Well, hopefully Kushala's not ripping your head off like that poor person right over there. But yes, hopefully you're having all the fun with Kushala raids. You're getting all those rarity 6 Do'Ura horns. And that you're doing really well against Kushala, because Kushala is very painful. But also, if you watch my video on Kushala, you will be very, very good at beating Kushala, which I'm going to put at the end credits right now. Also, I'm going to put my interview with Niantic, so if you want to watch that interview and see what they look at for feedback as well, it's a lot of good information, so you should totally watch it. No, seriously, super humbled and honored to be the first creator on the West in America to interview a Niantic staff, and not just any Niantic staff, a senior Niantic staff, the Director of Communications, Mark Van Lommel. It's a great interview, so you should check it out. I'm gonna put it right here. Again, good luck. Hopefully you're getting all the drops you need, and I'll see y'all on the next video.